around from town to town with a horse trailer dragging behind. Just a cowboy lost in a modern world. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Not a day goes by, don't think about how my life used to be. Now I'm out of my prime and I'm losing time, and nobody's calling for me. They used to call my name come roundup time. Now the four-wheelers takes my place, and the cowboy life that I've always loved is getting lost without a trace. But I won't give up and I won't give in. I'm a cowboy till I die. And I know there's got to be a place for me underneath big western sky. Headed out west, gonna do my best to leave the civilized world behind. Just me, my saddle, and an honest horse will try to go back in time, where surely there'd be a warm campfire or a bunkhouse calling my name. But tonight I'll sleep in my pickup truck, 'cause I'm still not playing their game. The world may turn, but the thing they can't change is the way I feel inside. A prairie fire may burn itself out, but you can't snuff a cowboy's pride. I'll be what I am and I'll do what I do. This life is worth fighting for. Yeah, the cowboy life is alive for me and 10,000 more. The cowboy life is alive for me.
All right. Welcome back to a rainy day at Western True to Horsemanship. I got a 12-year-old mare here that I've been working. She's up for adoption. She's a big old thoroughbred mare. Nice thing about her, she had a lot of issues which I'll go through, because you know, these horses here, True to Horse Ranch, whatever you want to call us, it's going to have my name. It's not like Falcon Ridge, where she brings in whatever and says whatever about them. These horses that leave here for adoption is going to have my name on it, and I'm going to be honest with you about them. Just working through a woman named Mary Ruth Parks. She's got a Jack Russell rescue. Cindy's up there nice and dry, I hope. But so some of this mare's issues was she'd neck rein fine, but she wouldn't give to the bit. And I gotta admit, I got caught up in my thinking. I was bound and determined to get her working off a snaffle bit when she's had years and years of pushing through a snaffle bit. So I went to a shank bit so I could be actually more fair to her. I can tell her what I want and then let her go. Don't have to pull on her. And she was always on, you think this is, she's on top of me bad now. Before, she'd run me over. And you people about lunging your horses, stop it. This mare is a prime example. First time I took her to round pen, she thought she got to crow hop around. No, she don't. So I'm gonna go through the steps, rain or not, and show you what I've done with her. Like with the lunging and bucking. Well, this is the easy way for y'all to do it. I want to back myself up to this rail. And then I'm going to send her. Put my hand up and send her. Put my hand up and send her. So this way she don't have, good girl, a chance. I'm working with her mind. I'm not trying to wear her down. And then you can just back off the rail a little bit. She's paying attention to my body. Now some people, you know, if you don't, not handy with the end of the rope, use a, you know, little buggy whip. Good girl. I just want to make sure I got control of her. And got control of that hip. If I walk to that hip, I want it moved. I want her bent a little bit. There. Now our other side's their stiff side. And that's why she's a little bit more of a hurry. See, I'm not going to worry about flexing her through the neck. I'm going to get that flex through the hip. There we go. There. And that's the way I warm them up. And like I said before, she's on top of me, and this was one of the ways I fixed it. I fixed her crow hopping once she's fresh. And I got her out of my body space, my safety space here with that. And like I said, she's had a lot of years, you know, pushing on a bit. So like I said, earlier I'm going to reframe, say it again. I got caught up in my own head, bound and stuff, do what I normally would done. I got as hard-headed as she was. So.
This is fun.
Yeah, isn't it though?
Your hat, that's a good hat there.
Yeah, I'm a good hat. Have to make sure I put it somewhere where it'll dry and not get all messed up. So, you know, I really was, with a snaffle bit, I got in a tug of war with her. She didn't have no stop, no back. Like I said, the only thing she had, well, she'd neck rein real good. Now, I want to address something right now. Whenever I first saddle a horse, if you look at her girth, back cinch, it's tight. Well, not tight, but it's right up to her belly. Now when I ride for a while, she's gonna blow out some air and it's gonna get looser. Because I'm not roping steers off her, so I don't care if it's a little loose. If it's hanging down a couple of inches, chances of I've never had a horse get hung up in it yet. And people that see me ride some rough stock, they tell you I rode some rough horses. Fun. Who? There we go. Now you notice when she started moving, I checked her and I left her alone, but I didn't bother to get back out of the saddle. If I got back out of the saddle right then, she's gonna start moving. There. So first thing I do, any horse, even my personal horses, I want to check on the lateral. Now, because of the way the mechanics of the short shank bit, I tried to get her to bend laterally softly with an O-ring. She wasn't having it. So with this, I get in there, she gives it to me, I give it back to her. Get in there, she gives it to me, give it back to her. And like I said before, she wouldn't back up. She'd have that head in the way. And she wouldn't give to the leg at all. But like I said, she'd do this nicely. She'd neck rein. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to worry about her flexing. It's going to look like I am. But I got my foot back there. And if she don't work off that spur, I'm going to tap her with my dressage whip. If she don't work off that spur, I'm going to tap her with my dressage whip. My spur is for a cue. It's not for to jab her. I want to move that hip, move my leg back. She don't move it, I'm going to tap her in the butt. She don't move it, I'm going to tap her in the butt. I want to be able to control that hind end. You know, I'm dealing with an older mare. She's got years and years of bad habits taught to her. And it's going to take whoever adopts her, you know, they're still going to have things to work on. But if you work on it like I show in this video, it's no biggie. So I'm going to rein her. I'm not going to neck rein her because she'll neck rein. But I'm going to pick up and ask her to go to the left. I'm going to pick up, leave her alone. I'm going to ask her to go to the right. I'm going to pick up, leave her alone. Pick up, leave her alone. I'm going to pick up to the left, I'm going to leave her alone. Every time I pick up, I feel them feet move, I let go. Now I'm going to use my spurs now to get that back up. She needs to develop that back and that hiney. Good girl. Ooh. And you remember earlier I said she didn't have no respect for my leg. She was rigid, but now I got her half passing, which in the long run, to help condition her, She's been here for a while, but one thing, she was wormy as hell. These horses come out of the feedlots. They are. Now if you throw them on green grass pasture, you don't notice it as much. But like her, she's stalled up. So it's been a never-ending fight. So right now, like I said, I'm using my spurs to roll that back up, get her, hold that frame. Oh, good girl. Now a horse like her that didn't have a stop on her, once I got that stop and a back on her, every time I stop her, I'm gonna back her. I mean, we went from hardly not a stop at all, where I got a nice stop right there. I just used my body. Only thing I was doing, I was keeping her in frame, so that way it'll be easier to stop her, or easier on her to stop. Then I'll go back to rein her again. Pull to the left, I expect her to go left. I pull to the left, I expect her to go left. Left. There. And like older horse like this, we all want our horses to flex real nice. But like her, she's had too many years, and I'm not going to fight with her. If I can just get her, direct rein her, and get her to move that direction in time with the help of my aids, I could get her to start flexing. Oh. Now let's say where she's at now, if I had her in frame and I asked for a stop and she don't stop, and then I'd pick up a little more. I'd pick up here. I want to pick up these shoulders. And that's one thing, nice thing about mechanics, if you use them correctly, of a snaffle bit, I mean a shank bit, my leverage position. So if I hold up here, I'm picking that front end up, that front shoulders. There we go. Now that was nice. On that circle, she bent to it. In other words, she went straight on the circle. That's yeah, this is what I call keeping it real. I mean, she's got a, I've gotten her slowed down to a nice, pretty, I just wanted to show you that, even though it's starting to get muddy. But she's got a nice jog on her, a nice lope. I mean, this is a horse, even though she's 12 years old, with conditioning and work, the right kind of work, not lunging, but just get her up on that bridle softly, don't force her into it, Like right there, there's no real force in there. I mean, you can see a little wiggle my outside ring. You can see how much, rain that's towards you, my inside ring, how much pressure I do have on it. Very little. Like I said, she's a nice mare. Got to find her a home, because I know Mary Ruth's getting antsy. And personally, I'd like to see her have a home and get used and get the attention she deserves. Like I said, one thing about this mare, I know she's not going to hurt me, and with me, that goes a long way. This is not a cheap hat, people, that I got on my head. Huh? What?
I can't hear.
Oh, well, I'm talking to the mic anyway. So, you know, I'm going to say this, pouring down rain or not, there's a few reasons why you don't see a bunch of videos. Number one, I'm going to be honest with you, and I need to be. You know, I put out, and yeah, it don't take that much time out here. It takes a little time to edit it and download it, and Cindy's got to put her time into it. But I see these yahoos out there who's got a nice covered arena, who don't know shit, and I'm out there helping y'all, and I don't ask for much. And you see where I'm riding. An open arena, it's raining. So, you know, it just seemed like I wasn't getting where I, wasn't appreciated no more. I'm a human being. You know, this stuff, and when I got where I wasn't enjoying doing it, because I felt like I wasn't helping nobody anymore, because, you know, what the heck. And that's the biggest reason the videos stopped. I plan on having more. I figured out, matter of fact, this month in July, then 13 years ago, that I put my first video up. This was Suka. It was about a minute long with an old flip camera. I mean, I think through the years, where I went from a flip camera, then I went from a flip camera to a PA next to the camera so y'all can hear me. And then now we got, you know, videos what me and Cindy produce now are pretty good as far as I'm concerned. And if I quit being scared of the Pixel thing, where I can do it by myself, well, I like having Cindy out here, I gotta admit that. I mean, I like seeing her face sometimes, and like I said, I like the human interaction. Good girl. Like I said, she's a nice mare. Yep, my shirt came out. I don't care. I'm soaking wet. My hat's soaking wet, which I do care about. So I hope y'all got something out this. You know, it's all about moving that hip. Don't get so, like I did with her. I admit it, I got caught up wanting to do a certain way. And then I just changed. And then once I changed my mindset, this mare started really progressing. Good. I mean, she used to run right over you. Well, I'm gonna go in, get dry, put her up. As I always say, be true to the horse, they'll be true to you. And I'm gonna start saying it again, be true to yourself. To my kids, grandkids, and Cindy back there, who's nice and dry while they lay kidney egg. God bless.
Got a little river